Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Man, I'm enjoying this game. It's really good. In fact, I've been dying to record the next episode of this ever since I finished the first one. And we're back. Thanks for all the support on this so far. It's really good to see all your comments and how popular this game is with a lot of you guys. It's brilliant. So we're interviewing this guy here. The captain has said that his surname, this guy here, is actually Sahwit. So that's quite a good name, actually. I like it. I've been pronouncing it as Sahwit. It's actually Sahwit, which, when you think about it, he's the witness. Clever. So we're going to recap his little witness testimony, and then we'll go through and basically try to prove that he's a liar, because we know that this guy is actually the killer, because we saw the little cutscene. So I was going door to door, selling subscriptions, when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Okay, so we know he went into the apartment because he tried the phone. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 PM, so I'm guessing the 1 PM is probably going to be quite important here. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. That's all of it. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Examine the court record with tab if something strikes you as being suspicious. Then, find the evidence that contradicts his testimony and present it to the court. Right, so does it just like loop around? Yeah, it does, okay. So I wonder if so what does press mean? Like this Q, tab means, tab is to present, which I'm guessing is evidence? I don't know what press is. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment, and then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Ah, hang on. He's saying he didn't go inside, but then I thought to call the police immediately, however the phone in her apartment wasn't working, so he said he was too scared to go inside, but now he's saying the phone in her apartment wasn't working, so he must have gone in. That's cool, I like that. The phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, exactly, or did you? Oh, that, I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Okay. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 PM. So how do we like do the evidence thing? Is it tab? Yeah, okay, here we go. We've got Cindy's autopsy report, time of death. Okay, here we go. This is a contradiction. Time of death was between 4 and 5 PM, and he's saying it was 1 PM that he found her body. So that doesn't match with the coroner's or, autopsy report. A statue, a passport, home from Paris the day before the murder. And electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon till 6 PM on the day of the crime. Okay, so that would explain why the phone wasn't working. But he must have gone in to try the phone. He says that it was some, random phone. Alright, how do we go back? Backspace. Let's press him on this. 1 PM. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 PM? Right, doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. Okay, fine, let's present the evidence. So it looks like it just loops around until, you do what you need to do, I guess. You can fail as well, I've been told. I don't know if you fail whether you have to start the case again, or whether you just go from the most recent part in the case, or whether it's like a game over, I'm not sure. I'm sure we'll figure it out, because I'm more than likely to miss something, but let's present this, because this shows that the time was wrong. Objection, that's the objection mean. You found the body at 1 PM, you're sure? Yes, it was 1 PM for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. I listened to the music. The music is really good in this. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 PM. There was no body to find at 1 PM. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Ah, he's sweating now. Oh, that. Oh, how's he going to get out of this one? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. That is not trivial. Sorry, dude, that is not trivial. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sahwit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 PM? Gee, that's a really good question. He is floundering. This is fantastic. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies, that is true. That's why you shouldn't ever lie about anything. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Liars always get caught in the end. It's just how it is. Wait, I remember now. Oh no, he's tried to come up with an excuse. Would you care to give your testimony again? Oh, so he's going to give a new testimony, is he? The time of discovery. Okay. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Ah, no. The power was out. The power was out. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 PM. So we knew the power was off between, what was it, midday and 6, so that's another lie. Terribly sorry about that misunderstanding. Alright, well, we're on to you, mate. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do? I've got this one. Yeah, we know what to do. You liar. This is really good, I love it. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Right, let's press him on that. Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises, so he's saying it was a television then. There was only one large television. Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Now, I don't know if, like, Mia is gonna, like, step in and do this all the way through the game, or if this is just, like, because it's an introductory case, she's given us a bit of help. Something about hearing the television. The witness has testified. He heard the time. No, he didn't. Oh, it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? Can we... Oh, we can go back. We can go backwards and forwards. Right, okay. We're going to present this evidence. Where was it? Here. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon till 6, so there's no way the television could have been on. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Oh, it's so satisfying. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defence has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sahwit? I bet he does. I bet he comes up with something else. No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Of course he does. Mr. Sahwit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. It's like his toupee flying off his head. But my apologies, Your Honour. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Sure. Very well, Mr. Sahwit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Alright, so maybe it's like a 3 strikes and out kind of thing. So where's he going to say he heard the time from now? Actually, I didn't hear the time. Oh, he saw it. Oh. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Did that have a clock on it? That must have been what I saw. I don't think it had a clock on it, did it? You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defence may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Alright, we're going to cross-examine this, don't you worry. Okay. He didn't hear the time, he saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. The murder weapon, the killer used it. So he knows about the murder weapon. Now, was there a clock in it? Let's just press him. Let's press him. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Okay. Must have been what I saw. Okay. Let's just have a look at the weapon itself. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. I don't see a clock on there. Let's present. I think they'll probably present this, right? I don't. I mean, it's a statue, the murder weapon. Let's present it. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Ah, he's really... You with your objections and your evidence. Just, who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sahwit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. You're going to argue that a statue is a clock. That is weak. Your Honour, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. Where's the clock? I don't see a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Ah, did we mess up? Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Really? Do you have any problems with his testimony now? I mean, yeah. I guess so. Let's jump into this. I don't. Can we? Let's hit some of these profiles and have a look at this stuff. Defendant Frank Sahwit, newspaper salesman. Okay, so we've got the clock. We've got the black. Well, I'm not convinced it is a clock. I mean, how do we know this is actually a clock? We haven't seen anything to suggest it's a clock. It's just they've said that it's a clock. Like, I don't see any evidence to say that that's the case. But whatever. Do we have anything else that can prove this? I don't actually know if we have. Let's think. The passport, I don't think is gonna help, is it? I mean, let's just say yes and see if that opens up anything else. Your Honour, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Good point. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. That's right. That's right. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I mean, we literally did. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honour. Mr. Sahwit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard no, I mean, I saw the, he's ripped his toupee off. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. That's a bit. Order in the court, I say. Your Honour, a moment please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defence's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honour, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honour, the sound Mr. Sahwit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... What's this thing in the top right corner like this? It looks almost like a battery bar or something. And now like, part of it's flashing red. So does that mean... Is that like how successful you're being? So if it goes red, does that mean like you're getting closer to failure? And if it all goes red, then it's like a fail? Examine the clock's batteries. Ask the neighbour. Probably just try sounding the clock, I would imagine. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honour, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Okay, fine. Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sahwit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sahwit, try to talk your way out of this one. He's gonna try. Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Okay, fine. It's a good point. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Oh no, does that mean we messed up? Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Oh no. Yes, Your Honour. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank. So, are you kidding me? I come all the way down here to testify and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Oh, he must have missed something. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Ah, did we lose? Uh-oh, what's this? Not so fast, Mr. Sahwit. Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Maybe. We're going to have to say yes, right? We're not going to say no, because that'd be stupid. Yes. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Alright, so the only piece of evidence we haven't used is the passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30. Ah, bet she set the clock back to like Paris time or something. Alright, let's try the passport. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 PM here, it's 1 AM the next day there. Cool. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sahwit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, he's screwed now. Just passed out. Oh, order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honour. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honour. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defence so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honour. I get the feeling that was an easy one because it's like the introduction. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty! Yay! We saved our friend. Confetti. Could you imagine if they did that in a real courthouse? And with that, this court is adjourned. Nice. So I think we did it. It turns out that Frank Sahwit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, we're going to get like what actually happened. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sahwit let himself in to do his dirty work. And then she came home. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sahwit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. So he panicked and killed her because he got caught. August the 3rd, 2:32 PM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Phew! I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Wow, doesn't even know his name. Heh, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat? Wow. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. Oh, brilliant. A murder weapon. Fantastic. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Oh, I see. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathise with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathising, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Alright, well, I'll tell you what, guys. I don't know if we can end it here, actually. We might have to show him something. What do we have that can prove how much she thought about him? Probably only the statue, right? Because that's like... Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she travelled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take travelling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Oh, we do. Also, hopefully you realise things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Larry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Oh, I see. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the centre of another incident, oh no. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Uh-oh, that sounds like some pretty serious foreshadowing. The end! It's just the end of the first case, right? Not the end of the game. Surely it's not the end of the game. Oh! A brand new episode has been added. Episode 2. Alright, well, I'll tell you what, guys. That is where we will leave it for now. So, first case over. A bit of a longer video. I didn't really expect it to be not able to be broken up, but there we go. Yeah, I think that's probably just like a bit of an introduction, isn't it? And I imagine it'll get harder from this point on. But yeah, really, really good. Enjoyed this a lot. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne, Nate, Terminally Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Barry Aldridge, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadin, Paulione, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCom555, Chrissy, and Paul James. And I'll see you next time.